What is up, guys? Dashing here for episode 692 of Community Universe Mode and edition number 15 of Crossfire. We are coming off of what was an amazing event. Validation, guys. So close, but in the end, it was Crossfire who came back in a huge way to prove that they are the flagship show in CMV. And because of that victory, General Manager of Crossfire, Ken Donahue, has set up a stacked card here tonight to celebrate, including 2 championship matches. Things starting off hectic. A fatal 5-way going down, elimination style, guys. And on the line is a shot at the Rising Star Championship. In the mix, TJ Black, former NGW Tag Team Champion. Achtung, a former contender for the Rising Star Championship. Chase Owens, still a relative newcomer here. Ryan Moore, and of course, the Texan Dream, Billy Shaw. Yes, you heard me correctly. This is elimination, meaning pinfall or submission in the ring will mean an elimination. Last superstar standing earns that shot at Jarek Lawson and the Rising Star Championship. That's not one of the 2 titles on the line here tonight. This championship match will take place sometime in the future, but later on, looking forward to Josh Wolf challenging Robert Cross for the United States Championship. And in our main event, Ryan Kent gets his long-awaited shot at the Global Championship against Ace Reeves. So much to look forward to. Billy Shaw got Chase Owens looking at the hard cam, mounted him and just laying in those punches across the forehead. Classic TJ Black pulling out those wild kicks of his. Chase Owens kind of getting bullied at the moment, passed back and forth. Big opportunity for someone like TJ Black and Ryan Moore, honestly, who are trying to get themselves noticed these last couple of months. Finding that easier said than done, though. This could certainly be a blast to the forefront of the Rising Star Championship division. Thrown to the outside is Achtung. Ryan Moore making sure to stay on top of him. Chase Owens debuting back in Exodus in that ladder match for the 0G Championship. Remember, he holds a non-title victory over former 0G champion Mystery Master III while he was the title holder, but failed to get an actual shot in that triple threat #1 contenders match last month. So now he's trying to find his footing again. Maybe the Rising Star Championship is calling his name right now. Nothing calling his name. I think he might be taking a nap after that knee, and what a clothesline by TJ Black. Billy Shaw, though, the veteran, wise to roll out of the ring. Bulldog to Owens. Plays right in the hands of TJ Black. I didn't even see someone use that steel chair, by the way. Must have been towards the beginning of the match. Oh my God! Oh my God! You guys saw that, right? TJ Black and Ryan Moore double teaming Chase Owens, slamming him across the steel steps, his spine, the way it bent. That was sickening. Dear God. If that was in the ring, you gotta believe Owens would be eliminated right now. Lucky for him, able to survive. Now gets a steel chair to the head. Achtung looking to fight out of this belly-to-belly suplex attempt. Goes for a bicycle kick, elbow to the side of the head. Shaw gonna go for that pile driver of his. And Ryan Moore might be the first man eliminated. 1, 2, 3. He indeed is. Unfortunate. I see a bright future for that kid, but ever since debuting, just hasn't been able to grab a hold of the opportunities presented to him. Hopefully he can get back on his feet. Billy Shaw, though, might not be that far behind him. What does Octung have planned here? Octung would love another shot at Jareth Lawson and the Rising Star Championship. A Spanish fly by the Kraut. Oh, this is awesome chant. But what the hell? Octung doesn't go for the pin, and Billy Shaw, one tough SOB. Right back to his feet, but now locked in the Tequila Sunrise. Gotta find a way out of that, and he does. Meanwhile, TJ Black throwing Chase Owens back into the ring. Shaw again, wise to maneuver himself out of the ring, and I think Chase Owens is next up on the chopping block. What? TJ Black can't believe they're gonna go for his own pin. 1, 2, nope, still a kick out from Owens. Another cutter thwarted by the Spartan. Those elbows gonna turn him right into TJ Black. Snapmare, drop kick to the shoulder. TJ Black still trying to find his way as a singles competitor after dominating the tag team division in NGW last season alongside Jared Leon. Feeling good about himself right now. Octung, though, took too much time back into the ring. Sunset flip powerbomb, could steal it. 1, 2, countered by Black, though. 1, 2. Billy Shaw back in the ring, and he's just going right after Octung with that barrage of forearm smashes. Chase Owens gonna pick up the scraps. Big kick set up, but oh. That cheeky jab to Octung, I guess, took it out of Chase Owens as well. And now Octung over the top rope with a picture-perfect plancha. And Octung getting another "This is awesome" chant, becoming the MVP of this match very quickly. And Shaw might have a second elimination lined up. Another pile driver. No rope breaks. 1, 2, 3, and TJ Black gonna hit the showers along with Ryan Moore, down to 3. Octung, Chase Owens, and Billy Shaw for a shot at the Rising Star Championship. You can see how absolutely exhausted Chase Owens is. Understandably so. He has taken quite a beating in this match. Oh, and a terminating spike from the Spartan. Shaw, after a good showing, I think his time is up. No! The resiliency of Billy Shaw on display, but as soon as he gets up, put right back down with a super kick. What's Octung doing? Octung going to the top rope. Owens gonna cut him off, whatever he was thinking about. A couple of knees, 3 of them. Didn't see Billy Shaw coming, full Nelson face buster. Bye-bye Owens, but Billy Shaw, don't forget about Octung up top there. He is forgetting about him. Owens waiting on the outside. Knee to the back of the head. Forgive me if I'm clearing my throat a lot throughout this stream. Just woke up this morning. I feel like I got something in my throat. Billy Shaw trying to mount a comeback here, and he certainly has the support of these fans. Oh, but Octung saying, I don't think so. Backpack face buster. You gotta be aware of your surroundings at all times. Grabs a hold of the arm of Owens. Forearm smash from Octung, though. Cuts off that kick. with an elbow, big old discus forearm smash. And we've seen this before from Octung, the Uranagi into the Anaconda Vice. And Owens has no choice but to tap out. And then there were two. Octung and Billy Shaw, ladies and gentlemen, for a shot at the Rising Star title. Can Octung get another chance at Jarek Lawson after failing to capture the championship back at Point Break a few months ago? Will Billy Shaw get his first championship match of the season? Octung thrown into the corner. Just continuing to reverse each other's momentum. Who's going to get the upper hand? Looks like it might be Octung. Hurricanrana. And straight to the top. Look at that positioning. Couldn't be better if you're Octung. Shooting star press. Absolutely amazing form. 1, 2. But Shaw is not done yet, and Octung can't believe it. Missed that punch, and it might cost him. Knife edge chop into a drop kick. Octung gonna go to that top rope again, though. What's he thinking here? Yes, we've seen this before. That handspring head kick. And surely 1, 2, 3. Octung gets another shot at Jarek Lawson in the Rising Star Championship. Highly competitive bout to open up Crossfire number 15. Great showing by Billy Shaw, earning 2 eliminations. And props to Chase Owens for getting his ass kicked but hanging in there to the end. But Octung, hungry to earn his first championship. Him and Jarek Lawson had a banger back at Point Break. Will the result be different this time? And still plenty to jump into on this episode of Crossfire. My fine feathered friends, do not go anywhere. 2 championship matches, the United States Championship on the line, and in our main event, the Global Championship on the line. We also have a debut to look forward to as Liam Aldridge makes his first appearance here on Crossfire, and also Danielle Davis, fresh off of becoming the new women's champion at Validation, kicks off her reign as she goes toe-to-toe with yet another debutee, and Angela. But first, some women's action. Triple threat. 3 of the gals who were unable to capture the Magnificent Six briefcase despite giving their all, I still think has the potential to be the match of the year. Certainly will be a candidate. And all 6 women in that match earned their licks. They took a beating, and they kept on fighting and fighting until finally, in the end, it was Xiaorong who unhooked the briefcase and now has a championship match anytime, anywhere she so chooses. But looking to get back on track, at least one of these ladies going to earn a victory, step in the right direction here tonight. Amber Reed, RVW, and Ashley Ray. And a huge opportunity for Amber Reed to be amongst these 2 former women's champions. And if she wins this match, that'll shoot her right up to the top of the rankings, you have to believe. But I did hear from General Manager Ken Donahue earlier tonight that next in line for a shot at the Women's Championship is Haley Jones, due to her victory over Kelsey Hayes while she was still Women's Champion a couple of weeks ago. And so Haley Jones will be challenging Danielle Davis for the Women's Championship in the coming weeks. Definitely a matchup to look forward to, no doubt about that. But All three of these gals here looking to step up. You have to imagine that they are still sore. That none of them are walking into this one at exactly at 100%. But there's no rest if you want to be the best. And especially here on Crossfire, the definitive flagship show of CMV. RVW going to take a spill to the outside early on as Ashley Rain gets off a DDT from that kneeling position. Now tries to go low, blocked by Amber. Ooh, nice duck, and runs herself right into the ropes. Hurricane Rana now. Ashley Rain immediately noticing RVW re-entering the fray. Grab by there. Hang on a minute. RVW already with that Polish right. Blows fist to the gullet. Then an elbow drop. How about another? Why not? The only one standing, she can do whatever she pleases. Amber Reed shooting out of the corner now. Taken down unceremoniously with that snap there, and Rain gonna take a step back. Forearm smash gonna rock the Polish Warrior momentarily, but not long enough. Perfect plex. Takedown by RVW, just kind of bouncing back and forth, beating up Amber Reed, beating up Ashley Rain, beating up Amber Reed, beating up Ashley Rain. And RVW so ecstatic for her friend. Post-match interview at Validation. You have to imagine, though, RVW would have liked to be the one holding that briefcase in her journey to try and become women's champion once again. Beautiful exchange there. Ends with Amber Reed getting that crucifix driver. But now it's Xiaorong's time to shine. We all got to be on the lookout, including women's champion Danielle Davis. But when that cash-in goes down, nice counter by Rain there. Into the midsection. Get a basement drop kick. Full mount by Rain, and here comes that aggressive side. Ashley Rain has not been afraid to show this last month and a half or so. RVW waiting with the receipt. Nice landing out of the German suplex, then ran right into a DDT. Amber Reed, reverse DDT. Middle of the ring. Now she's got the full mount. There's some hammer fists. Clean bows. This was an MMA match. Might have been called off there by referee James. Straight punch to the face. I really don't think it gets much more straightforward than that. Amber Reed does not care about the well-being of Ashley Rain, just kicking her in the face. And there we get some dental work done with Dr. Teeth. German suplex lands this time. Aggressive pinfall attempt by Amber, but not going to be enough to get a 3 count. Threatens the punch, does RVW. And the third perfect flex, quickly becoming her new favorite maneuver. Drops down into the cover herself. Ashley Rain going to break it up. Luthez breast from the small but mighty one. Grabbing some hair, just going to town. Really the only way you can explain it. RVW looking up at the lights again, trying to regain her composure, but she's got to be careful. Ashley Rain able to deflect that Claymore attempt by Amber. Went for a pin. Luckily, only a 1 count. Who's Riley going to target here? Looks like Amber, but Ashley Rain saying, I'm not done with her just yet. Wait your turn. Reverse DDT down on the knee into a Hangman's neck breaker. Clothesline takedown from Reed. Could be her moment to shine. 1. Ooh. Not getting much further than 1. punch to the gut. There's that Claymore again. Gets reversed, this time thanks to Riley. Side headlock takedown, Riley Van Wilson. Showing off her wrestling aptitude. Amber Reed able to shake her off, and here comes Ashley Rain to yet again interfere. Boston Crab by Rain. RBW throwing herself into the mix to break it up. Right hook countered, forearm smash. Maybe a knee strike. Not too sure, but I know what this is. Sunny side down. And Ashley Ray, not a care in the world for RBW, goes for the pin. Going to be an obvious breakup. Ashley Ray's just paying no mind. So RBW has some sort of vendetta out against Amber Reed, but Ashley Ray should have been paying attention. Stunner! Into the cover. 1, 2, 3, and RBW gets the W. Ashley Rain was so focused on beating the hell out of Amber Reed that she was not paying attention to Riley Van Wilson, and that's not someone you can ignore. Thinking back to the actual Magnificent Six ladder match itself at Validation, I do recall Amber Reed kind of hounding Ashley Rain throughout the entirety of it. Perhaps this was Rain's attempt at revenge, but in the end it costed her and Reed. Riley Van Wilson capitalizing. Something tells me, though, things aren't over between Rain and Reed. Coming up next, guys, one of our 2 debuts here tonight on Crossfire number 15 as Liam Aldridge going to be taking on Warren Taylor, who we, of course, met last week in that match he had with Schmitty. At the time, he was just a local talent. You know, right time, right place to get such an opportunity. But Ken Donahue giving him yet another one here. We'll see if he can make anything out of it, or if Liam Aldridge will burst onto the scene in fashion. Still got Angela set to take on the new women's champion Danielle Davis later on. And let's not forget our 2 championship matches on the night. Josh Wolf challenging Robert Cross for the United States title. And in our main event, Ryan Kent gets a shot at Ace Reeves for the Global Championship. From what little I know about Liam Aldridge, well, just look at his tights. It's some cash money with his face on it. I actually was walking backstage earlier tonight when the show started. I passed by him going for a pin already. Very high opinion of himself to think that the match would be over so quickly. But I was passing by him in the hall earlier tonight, and, you know, I just wanted to shake his hand and say, hey, welcome to Crossfire. You know, good luck in your debut. Look forward to what you bring to the table. And he tried to give me his luggage. I think he thought I was like a bellboy or something, like he was in a hotel. But he just handed me like 3 suitcases and told me to take him to his locker room, and then handed me a $100 bill. So, of course, I did it. I could use the extra money, you know, but I think I'm already getting a sense of the kind of man Liam Aldridge is, who goes for another pin this early on. This time gets a 1 count. Slaps away the hand, counters the Irish whip. Aldridge hanging onto that top rope to keep himself on 2 feet, but not for long. Warren Taylor going to knock him to the outside. Shot to the gut. Get a back elbow attempt. Warren Taylor gets off that super kick to the gut, though. We all know that Schmitty obviously used Warren Taylor, not taking him very seriously in their match last week. And even though it was over in only a couple of minutes, Warren Taylor, he gave a bit of a fight. And I think that's why Ken Donahue is giving him another chance here tonight. Oh, watch out for getting a bit crowded over there. Don't want to disturb our poor bellkeeper. Just clocking Warren Taylor as he got back in the ring. Snap vertical suplex. Doesn't get much more old school than that. Crisp and clean. Aldridge very proud of himself. Just watching as Warren Taylor picks himself up. Lying in wait. Like a lion in the tall grass. Look at how he just throws Warren Taylor around. Hook to the jaw. Aldridge. Oh my God, what a clothesline. Out of the ripcord. 1, 2. But Warren Taylor still got something left to give, it would seem. And Aldridge almost seems insulted that Taylor would dare to kick out, but it looks like Aldridge has got something else. Warren Taylor catching the kick, though, and Aldridge going to roll to the outside. Starting to get some fanfare is Mr. Taylor. Now it is he who has the upper hand. Misses that punch. Aldridge back into the ring, right into a front headlock. Fireman's carry, takedown, swift takedown. The takedown. And Taylor, with what looks like a Fujiwara armbar being applied. Aldridge is quick to get out of that, and look at these moves. Okay. Maybe I judged Aldridge a little bit. That was impressive. Elbow now to the top of the head. Stomp to the knee. And again. Another Fireman's carry takedown. Or as we call it here on Crossfire, the takedown. Uh-oh, Warren Taylor. Off the shoulders. A little bit of a Samoan driver. 1, 2. Close call for Liam Aldridge. Warren Taylor came very close. You can tell he really is giving it his all here in this match. Doesn't want to disappoint Ken Donahue, these fans, or himself. I think Aldridge, much like Schmitty last week, taking Taylor a bit lightly. Now a Fujiwara armbar being applied by Liam Aldridge. And he is just bending back on that sucker. Can Taylor escape? Can he at least survive? He escapes much in the same fashion that Aldridge did. Rushing over to meet him. Got a front headlock though. Kick to the gut, a hangman's neck breaker that you can ride home to mama about. But Taylor, before Aldridge can make the pin, rolling to the outside. He's got some wits about him, that boy. Thrown back into the ring. Liam to his feet to meet Taylor. Overhand punch. Irish whip into the corner. Taking his dang old time. Got that kick up under the knee. Big clothesline does not seem to affect Aldridge all that much. How about that clothesline? Yep. Wiping the sweat from his chest. Ain't nothing. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing. And now just, if I may, opening up a can of whoop ass on that poor boy. One-handed bulldog from the corner. Back into the corner we go. This is his favorite corner. Just forearm smashes to the top of the head. Now a stomp to the gut over and over and over and over and over again. Liam Aldridge losing his cool. And now again, going to look to finish Warren Taylor. A pedigree. Middle of the ring. Thanks for playing, Warren Taylor. 1, 2, 3. Liam Aldridge has arrived to Crossfire, ladies and gentlemen. looking to bring some prestige and class. And what an outing in his debut. Warren Taylor caught him off guard a bit towards the middle. Look at this ripcord clothesline, man. Turning Taylor inside out. I didn't believe it was over there. I thought for sure that Liam Aldridge had things won early on. But props to Warren Taylor, given another unexpected fight. But in the end, delivered the pedigree. And Liam Aldridge. Hang on, what's he doing? Pulls out what looks like $100 bill. What's he doing with that? Is that for me? I'll take another one. Hang on. Oh, come on. Now that's just downright disrespectful. Insult to injury. Totally unnecessary. My beauties, here we go. Our first of two championship matches on the night. Later on in our main event, Ryan Kent will challenge Ace Reeves for the CMV Global Championship. But first, Josh Wolf being awarded the opportunity at Robert Cross in his United States Championship here tonight. Ken Donahue gifting him the shot because really, Josh Wolf saved the day at Validation. You remember going into part two, it was 3-1 in favor of Supremacy, and the first cross-brand match on part two was Josh Wolf versus Bob Luger. Guys, if Wolf would have lost that match, it would have been over right there and then for Crossfire. Of course, we got to thank Guri Sukhanov and Paul Devine as well for actually winning the entire event 4-3 for Crossfire. But Josh Wolf, he really swooped in there, came in clutch, if you will, in the final hour. Along with that, personally defeated Bob Luger, something he was, waiting years to do. And I think Josh Wolf, maybe, like he said himself, starting to find himself, his true self, and maybe he can take another step in the right direction here tonight if he wins the United States Championship for the first time in his CMV career, his first shot ever at the championship. And it seems like we're going to have some company for this match, guys. The Mega Powers are at ringside. Tenra Rising Star champion Jarrett Lawson and Lance Romance have surrounded the ring. I'm not entirely sure for what reason they're out here, but I guess they wanted a front row seat for this championship showdown. Things gonna start off slow. Oh, Josh Wolf taking a cheap shot there. What's going through the mind of Wolf and Cross at the moment with these uninvited visitors taking up the ringside area? For Robert Cross, this is just an opportunity to move forward in his career after finally putting things to rest with Chris Diamond a few weeks ago in that last man standing match, becoming United States champion once again. Whoa, Jarrett Lawson and Lance Romance running over here at 1,000,000 miles a minute. And Wolf could turn towards the hard cam, throwing up the X. I think he's trying to play it off like he doesn't mind the company, but surely he's got to be a bit worried. This is his first championship match this season. The former two-time Rising Star champion, former Alpha World champion, has worked hard to get to this spot. Who knows the intention of the Mega Powers here. So far, they're just keeping their distance, but they are getting awfully close. Wolf is just throwing Robert Cross all around the ringside area, having his way with the Messiah, at the moment at least, into a front headlock. Gets out of it, does Cross. Look at Jarek Lawson just rolling up on these guys. Count of 10, and Cross gets thrown into the timekeeper's area. Everybody keeps messing with him tonight, man. Just let him do his goddamn job. Count of 11, match is saved. Let's remember, Robert Cross does have the champion's advantage. He can retain the United States Championship on a countout or a disqualification. Josh Wolf cannot win it that way. Got to be by pinfall or submission for Josh Wolf to leave Crossfire tonight as the new United States champion. Brain buster by Cross. You see neither hide nor hair of Chris Diamond since that last man standing match, and hopefully that means things are done for good between he and Robert Cross, and Cross can, as I mentioned before, start to move on with his career and, more importantly, his life. And this is certainly a big first task, defending his championship against someone the caliber of Wolf. Off of that Tilt-A-Whirl DDT, almost getting the dub. And Wolf has been perfecting his craft of the DDT this season, and we saw him use it to defeat Bob Luger at Validation. I don't think I've ever seen anyone hit a DDT from more positions than Wolf lately. Oh, look at this sleeper hold being applied by Robert Cross. That's the top of Wolf's head. That's going to rock him for a moment, thrown into the corner. Now all the way to the opposite side of the ring. Big old knee to the chest. Trying to come up from behind, but Wolf got the senses of a vet. Able to stay on his toes. There's that DDT Wolf used to defeat Luger. Will it be enough to dispatch of Robert Cross here tonight? No. 2.999. So close to becoming United States champion. And Wolf going to drag away from the ropes, perhaps worried that Jarek Lawson and Lance Romance might try something. Of course, in Validation, the two of them failing to capture the Unified World Tag Team titles for Brett Curtis and Jason Spade. But again, I've never seen them interact with Wolf or Robert Cross before, guys, and most people would be done. Wolf, Hell's Gate, or for the layman, a triangle choke, and Wolf has used this move in the past. And Cross is going to tap. We have a new United States champion, ladies and gentlemen, just like that. Josh Wolf has done it. We have a new United States champion. Josh Wolf winning his first championship in over a year. What a roll he is on. And Robert Cross, no handshake, no nothing, just going to head to the back, obviously down on himself. And just as quickly as they appeared, the Mega Powers have vanished. What were they doing out there tonight? They didn't interfere at all. So that leaves one to wonder exactly what their game plan is. But congratulations to Josh Wolf. You really can't help but to feel good for him. I said it back in Validation when he beat Luger, and now this, a very big upturn for Wolf, and I just hope that it gets better for him, and maybe one day we get the real Josh Wolf again. I haven't seen him in a couple of years, but I'd love to shake his hand once again. But we've still got one more championship match to look forward to later on, as Ryan Kent challenges Ace Reeves for the Global Championship. But first, we've got another debut. Things went well for Liam Aldridge. Will the same be said for Angela? She has got a huge opportunity trapped in her lap taking on the new women's champion, Danielle Davis, who, of course, dethroned Kelsey Hayes out of validation, but now has to have eyes in the back of her head because not only is she looking forward to a championship defense against Haley Jones in the coming weeks, but also Xiao Rong lurking with that briefcase she can cash in anytime, anywhere for a shot at Danielle Davis's title. Danielle Davis climbed the mountain for over a year to capture that championship. Now that she's there, got a big old target on her back. Can she handle the pressure? Referee James, let's get it started. And Davis immediately into an octopus stretch. That would have been impressive if Angela had tapped. But the newcomer not going to be embarrassed like that, it would seem, out of the whirly bird head scissors. Danielle Davis thrown into the corner. Already liking what I'm seeing from Angela. Taking the fall. Oh, big old slap. You see Danielle Davis like, you what? Grabbed by the leg, shook her head like that was a mistake. Standing moonsault from the champion. Kicked down by Angela, though. I was going to say, not afraid to go right after the champion, and certainly not afraid to run up on her. Oh! That was a running jawbreaker. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Little twist. And now Danielle Davis is reciprocating the disrespect. Freaking smashing Angela face first into the canvas. From the apron, look at that, guys! Senton! And how can you not be interested in what Angela has got to offer after seeing just a couple minutes in this match? What she's bringing to the table. Danielle Davis gets off a kick from her back. Certainly would not want to kick off her reign with an L. Haley Jones watching from the back, I'm sure. Can't wait for that championship clash. Of course, Jones and Davis friends. So it should be an interesting dynamic. Danielle Davis. Oh my God, just getting slaughtered in the corner there. Angela strutting her stuff after that pendulum sort of lung blower. Double knees right to the chest. Saw Davis kicking in pain. Oh, speaking of kicks, I think I saw one of Angela's teeth just go flying up to the cheap seats. But Angela, woo, 2.999, yes sirree. And now a visit to the chiropractor. 1, 2. Could have been huge, could still be huge. You can't ask for a much bigger chance than this in your debut, your first night, than a one-on-one match against the women's champion. Title not on the line, but can you imagine Angela would instantly put herself on the map? Boston Crab had Davis in trouble. The champ able to escape, kick to the gut. Taken down with the fireman's carry. Jockeying for control in the collar and elbow. Davis going to get the better of the noob on that exchange. Leaned up against the ropes. Davis trying to adopt a slower pace now. Unceremoniously throwing Angela out of the ring. Quite a thud. And now a DDT! Good God, yeah, this is awesome. Definitely deserved. Davis is like, you want to go? Then let's go. Obviously, Angela's strategy walking into this would just throw everything at the champ. Kind of blindsided her. I don't think Danielle Davis was expecting this. Kick to the face, gonna wake Davis up. Now she's the one being dragged up against the ropes. Kicks her out of the ring. Angela trying to one-up the women's champion, Hurricane Rana, through the baseball slide. And now she gets a "This is awesome" chant. I think win, lose, or draw at this point. Angela has certainly made a statement, but this match ain't over yet. Did she just say Danielle Davis stinks? Was she plugging her nose or looking out into the crowd? I couldn't really tell. Either way, probably not a good idea to give Danielle Davis any sort of chance to make a comeback. I mean, really. You've been impressive so far, Angela. I don't know if I'd go so far as to say that you should be disrespecting Danielle Davis in this matter. Clothesline by Davis. Slowly pulling her up to her feet. Referee James at a count of 3. Thrown into the steel steps. Yeah, now Davis is starting to teach her a lesson. Like, you're on Crossfire now. This is my show. Not going to come at me like that. Oh, some guy's hand just popping into the hard cam. Some guy's decrepit hand just creeping into the screen. Count of 7. And Angela going for maybe a soup slam, but Davis going to push her into the corner. Tries for a drop kick. Oh, there it is again. He's just pointing at them with his witch finger. Absolutely terrifying. And Angela gets back into the ring at the count of 9. Maybe going to try to pull a count-out dub here. A win over the champion is a win over the champion. But she's going to break the count. Throwing Davis back into the ring. And hang on a second, guys. Danielle Davis, dazed and confused. Angela's going to take advantage. Oh, my Lord. Out of the pile driver position, guys, into a sort of implant buster, but you saw the reaction of Angela beside herself with the fact that Dave was able to kick out. Remember who you're in the ring with, though. That's the women's champion. Sit out sidewalk slam. Danielle Davis, I think, now realizing she had a kick in the overdrive. Only gets a 1 count. Big boot misses. This could be Davis's chance. Capitalized, but taken down so quickly with that snapmare soccer ball kick. And picked up into a back suplex. Now that did not look like a tickle. Just going after that head and neck relentlessly. 1, 2. Davis sticks in it, but one has to wonder for how long, man. Who would have thought that the women's champion would be fighting from the underdog position here? But Angela came prepared to throw it down. Davis trying to keep Angela grounded here at ringside, elbow to the shoulder. Misses another drop kick, gets a kick right upside the shoulder. And again back into the ring. Angela directing the traffic here. Another chiropractor. Guys, a win here for Angela will not be understated. The newcomer has just pinned the women's champion. Absolutely incredible. Can you ask for a bigger opportunity than what Angela was given here tonight on Crossfire? And came in clutch, did not drop the ball. She knew Ken Donahue gave her a shot at the women's champ, non-title, but Angela has just pinned Danielle Davis. Hell of a match. And instantaneously, Angela has put the women's division on notice that, oh, Danielle Davis just turning into a An amalgamation rolling out of the ring there. Angela has arrived, ladies and gentlemen. And before we get to our main event, guys, where Ryan Kent will challenge Ace Reeves for the Global Championship, our co-main event, I'm going to see the big dog, Pierre Thompson, take on Jay Mamba. And of course, Pierre Thompson, in no sort of good mood, failed to capture the Global Championship at Exodus, failed to keep up with Ryan Kent the past month, and then, of course, failing at Validation alongside Ryan Kent and Ace Reeves in the Crossfire versus Supremacy 6-man tag team match at Validation. And now he's got to watch as Ryan Kent gets a shot at the Global Championship he oh so desires here in our main event. Thompson is not a happy camper, and he's looking to take out his aggressions right here against Jay Mamba, who we've not seen in a few weeks, coming back with a bit of a new look. And let's see if he could perhaps score the biggest win of his career over the Impact player. It's really Jay Mamba's first big test since arriving in CMV at the top of this season. He's never really faced anybody of the caliber of Pierre Thompson, the CMV vet. Two-time international champion, former United States champion. But the only thing preoccupying Pierre Thompson's mind right now is that Global Championship. Now he's got to wait behind Ryan Kent, Schmitty, Paul Devine. Should he hopefully make a speedy recovery? Thompson, you can already see just in his actions a minute into this match, not out here to have a good match, out here to use Jay Mamba as a punching bag, plain and simple. Forearm smash. Watch out, referee James. Don't want to get in the way of the big dog tonight. Thompson going to target that knee. Ooh, looks like an Indian deathlock. Jay Mamba writhing in agony. Stomp out of the wrist. Thompson is hammering away at the back. And now look at this. Pierre Thompson not showing Jay Mamba the proper respect. And Mamba's not going to take that line down. Enzu Lariat. Apparently Pierre Thompson hasn't heard of Black Lightning. This kid has been lighting it up this season. What a frog splash there. Into the pin, one. Ooh, not even a 2 count. Every time Mamba steps into the ring, it is a sight to see. To the top rope again he goes. Elbow drop to the middle of the back this time. And the tides have completely changed. Reverse STO has Pierre Thompson. Eyes glazed over. Taking the full brunt of that standing shooting star press. Able to get off a forearm smash, bringing Mamba down to his knees. Another right hand. With a lot of build up behind it. Catches the boot. Mamba, dragon screw takedown. Rushes into the pin. He knows what a win over Pierre Thompson would do for him at this stage of his CMV career. Clothesline out of the ring. Mamba spent most of his time this season chasing after the Zero-G Championship. Like I mentioned before, he's never faced someone like Pierre Thompson. This is a real step up in competition. Mamba so far handling himself, but at the moment, not so much. Thrown into the steel steps. And now down towards the ramp area. Kip up by Mamba, throwing Thompson right back into the ring. And in hot pursuit Lift and reverse. DDT, if I may, drilled into the mat. Front headlock by Mamba. Grabs a hold of the wrists. Northern Lights suplex. Got the wrists again. Winding knee, and Mamba just collapsing into the pin. 1, 2. Mamba nearly delivering us back-to-back upsets here tonight on Crossfire number 15. Trying to upstage Angela. Both men going for some wild strikes, neither connecting. Thompson, though, reversing that back suplex using his superior weight to come crashing down on top of Mamba, hoping he crushed his head. Only a 1 count, though. Irish whipping on the rebound. Pop up, and Thompson being cheeky. There's the highlight. 1, 2. Wait a minute. Was that a kick out, or did Pierre Thompson? It looked like Pierre Thompson let the pin go. It looks like he threw Mamba. I think he let that pin go. I think he wants to inflict more damage. Pierre Thompson, like I said, out here to vent his frustrations. There's the play of the day, and maybe this time he won't let go of the pin. 1, 2, 3. Pierre Thompson victorious, emphatically there at the end. An exciting performance, as always, from J Mamba. Certainly brought the fight to Pierre Thompson, but Thompson was not about to let J Mamba ride over him. And that ending chain of maneuvers was just completely unnecessary. Thompson had the match won after the highlight, but hopefully we can see here, Mamba did not kick out. Thompson threw him off to the side, picked him up, battered him some more, hit the play of the day, and then got the 3 count. Pierre Thompson finally getting a dub. And now, my friends, it is main event time. The CMV Global Championship is on the line as Ryan Kent finally gets his opportunity at Ace Reeves after winning that #1 Contenders Triple Threat match back at Exodus. But these last couple of weeks, he's had to play teammate to Ace Reeves as they were a part of Team Crossfire, waging war at Validation. As we know, they did not come out with the win in their respective match, but at the end of the day, Crossfire was victorious, and of course it was Ace Reeves who captained them. He was very excited on Twitter, expressing his joy at Crossfire being named the flagship show, but now it's time to get down to business. Ace Reeves has to defend his global championship against Ryan Kent, knowing full well that Schmitty is awaiting the winner of this match. And yes, you heard me correctly, Schmitty. If you did not see the exclusive on our website, Paul Devine, after valiantly winning the Elimination Chamber against all odds at Validation to earn a shot at Ace's Global Championship, was taken out by, well, still an unknown assailant on a jog, was hit by a car. And the reason I say assailant, it was not an accident. It is very obvious to local authorities and investigators that this was an intentional drive-by. But Paul Devine still in critical condition, and we're just hoping that he can make a speedy recovery, as he usually does, like nobody else can. But Kellen O'Neill, in the meantime, awarding Schmitty, who was the runner-up in the Elimination Chamber, Divine's shot at the Global Championship. So indeed, the game changer, letting us all know that at the top of tonight's show. So surely he's watching from backstage now. Will it be Ryan Kent or Ace Reeves that awaits him at our next pay-per-view event, 3 weeks' time? Fortune! Ace Reeves, Ryan Kent. No feeling out process, jumping right into the deep end here. We've already had one new champion crowned tonight. Josh Wolf defeating Robert Cross to become United States champion. Will Ryan Kent join him? Big old kick to the back there. Belly-to-belly suplex in response from Ryan Kent, the man who has done nearly all there is to do in CMV. And if Ryan Kent does win here, guys, he'd make history as the only superstar to ever win the CMV Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship, the CMV Alpha World Championship, the Unmatched World Championship, and the Global Championship. All 4 major titles CMV has ever had. Oh! Nice dodge by Kent, taking out Ace Reeves and referee James. Ryan Kent's already got a Hall of Fame-worthy resume. Nearly every single championship in CMV Kent has held at one point or another. Until last season, he held the record for most defenses of any championship, the light heavyweight title. But then Walter Willett came along and absolutely wrecked that. Fact is, Ryan Kent, last time he was world champion over 2 years ago. The fire starter has had new life breathed into him this season. Been running through anyone and everyone that gets in his way. Josh Wolf, Brett Angel, Pierre Thompson, doesn't matter. And he played nice while he had to. But now it's time for Ryan Kent to once again ascend to the top of the mountain. Clothesline from hell. Only gets a 1 count. Ryan Kent can't believe it, but he immediately pulls Ace Reeves up by the man bun. Ryan Kent is looking for the Kent Clash. Will history be made by Ryan Kent yet again? No, Ace Reeves. And Kent, shocked. And his expression as he looked down at Ace Reeves. Military press, and Reeves has got no choice but to retreat, try to catch his breath here. Catching the challenger off guard as he was entering the ring with that German suplex. This might be Kent's toughest challenge to date, undoubtedly. Ace's biggest challenge to date. Oh, here we go, dial it up. Tiger fake kick from the gravity manipulator, doing what he does best. Irish whip coming at him. On the rebound, we get a waist-side slam. Dragged by the wrist towards the center of the ring. Ace Reeves, though, rolls out of harm's way. Hurricane Rana, ooh, spiking Kent on his head, I believe. Coming down with some right hands. Backflip by Ace. Let's hope he doesn't start going crazy again. I think the pressure of being team captain of Crossfire, being global champion, really got to Ace last month. We saw that his actions in the ring weren't what we were used to seeing from him. But hopefully now, he's able to focus. And from the high rent district, his second home, the Phoenix Splash gets countered. Double knees put up by Kent. Ace Reeves staggering, Kent going in for the kill, but Ace is ready for it. Kick to the midsection, sunset flip, powerbomb, shades of good friend Dante Tatum. Sweep by Kent. Pulls him in of that leg trip. Counter for counter. Both men exhausted. Face to face they stand. Catchphrase by Ace. Drop kick to the side of the head. This match has been turned up a notch. Overhand punch caught. Throws out a wild left hand snap. Goes for the roll through and a Pele kick. Kent did not see that coming. Absolutely blindsided. Might be the most hard-headed person to ever step foot in a CMV ring, though. And I mean that literally and figuratively. Alley-oop bomb from the corner. Ryan Kent's got Ace over the shoulders. Got a fireman's carry. Rolling senton Kent. Hands on his hips, taking a look around. Composes himself as he awaits. Ace having no idea what's coming his way. Or maybe he does, playing possum. The champion trying to lure Kent in. And the fire starter with a clothesline into the pin attempt. Another close two. Look at these fans all on their feet. Clothesline after clothesline. Just beating Ace Reeves down now like a dog. Catches the boot. Ace Reeves wants nothing to do with it. Takes him down with the arm drag. Now just gingerly walking him over to the corner. Ace is moving at his own pace. Ryan Kent wants to shake that up. Might have cracked a rib with that punch. Shaking the hard camera with that right hook. That's the amount of power Kent has in his fists. You do not want to go toe-to-toe with Kent in a boxing match, that's for sure. Ace has got to use what brought him to the dance, and that's that superior athleticism. That's that daredevil attitude. Changing it up here. What the hell is this? Sort of a twist on the triangle choke that Josh Wolf used earlier tonight to defeat Robert Cross and become the United States champion. Doesn't work so well for Ace Reeves, though. Kent able to escape, but before he can react, taken down with another Hurricane Rana. Rolls to his feet. Catchphrase again. Drop kick to the temple. Ace is riding high. One wasn't enough. Another combination. I think I know what Ace Reeves is looking for here in the corner. And if he hits it, ladies and gentlemen, from the top rope, DDT, spiking Kent. 1, 2, 3. Ace Reeves is still the CMV Global Champion. An absolutely incredible defense for Ace Reeves. Like I said, his biggest challenge yet, and Kent gave him a fight. So many times I thought Kent had this match won. I thought we were going to have a new global champion. Early into the match, hitting the Kent Clash. But Ace Reeves, as he does, powered through, gritted his teeth, and waited for the opportunity to strike. Another successful championship defense for the Gravity Manipulator. But now, no rest. When you're at the top of the mountain, because we know who's next in line. Schmitty is coming for that gold, that fortune. Will Ace Reeves be ready for him? Will Schmitty be ready for Ace Reeves? Well, guys, thank you, as always, for tuning in and watching along with me. If you like what you saw, make sure you drop a follow so that you get those notifications when I go live. Until next time, I hope you have a lovely rest of your Sunday evening, and I will see you when I see you. Bye.